And now I am inside the monastery.
行，好嘞，那就回咱们原来那家吧。
Wow, this place is so old. Now I'm going to darken this area so you can see. I have my sacred flag in front of me, which I have written my family's name on, which has sacred mantras on it. You can see my name upside down because, well, it's just the way it's supposed to be. So, my name with sacred mantras brings healing and protection for my family, which I send for the entire universe because I am just not one person or one identity or one family. I belong to the cosmos, therefore I am all. And this is the beauty. Look at that. Look at those guys back there. Whoa, who are you over there? Oh. This is such beauty. Died and went to heaven. I can actually say I found the place, like my mother said, where I died and went to heaven. I literally have died. So my mantra flag will go up like all of these that you see, flying high in the sky. This place is so sacred. And I'm here on July the 2nd, 2019, which is an eclipse, which on my journey of being a Virgo, if you believe in this kind of stuff, means my soul is evolving into another being. So how profound on this solar eclipse that I can be here. Now I'm walking on the roof of the temple. The child is guiding the way. Isn't that the truth of life? When we are children, when we play and we're free, even when we're adults, that's the truth of guiding our life. Freedom and existence to be what we're meant to be. The watcher within that just does. Not for reason or expectation, but just to be. All these sacred little dogs sleeping in all four corners. Hi, sweetie. Hi, sweetie. So now, we'll walk in. 3 times. 3. You actually start to feel really lightheaded here because there's so much energy and so much frequency that you start to feel really lightheaded. Okay, I'm gonna go inside now. So the universe is so interesting. Like this morning, I am waking up in Nepal, in Kathmandu. And it's so interesting, like a while ago when I had an Instagram account, which I kind of broke away from social media because it just felt like the true source of my expression on there, I just felt captured and caged like a bird. Sometimes, I can go on these things, sometimes not. Prefer to keep my more of my life personal, private, but yet express everything and everything to everyone who encounters me, so I don't know how private I am. Anyways, long story short, I made an amazing friend on there 5 years ago, and now I am staying at his eco-friendly hotel here in Nepal, which is absolutely gorgeous. That's just, you can't even see from the window because it's so bright again. You know how I am with my brightness. But I'm staying in I'm very messy, as you see. But I am staying in my room, and he got all his inspiration from Bali. And my shower, as you can see, is a little dark. It's very dark, actually, so I can't show you that. And he has all these gorgeous, Buddhist statues outside, which, again, you can't see because it's so bright. And as you know, I am not the best camera lady. I think I'm going to learn that when I go back, though. Me and tech haven't gone well. I seem to screw up electronics really well. Anyways, today I'm going to the Buddha Stupa and to go to the monasteries, I've been practicing here in India. A lot more of my spiritual callings come to fruition because of just the vibrational frequency of being in India, and also all the random people and places that I get to encounter because my energy is pulled towards that. And I was looking at my life and I was looking at things, and sometimes it's very interesting. Sometimes I purposely cut people out of my life just randomly, just because I feel like they need space on their own because they become attached to me. And I don't want anyone or anything to become attached to me, just like I don't want to become attached to anything. Because attachment leads to expectations, which leads to desires. And I'm trying to live a life which is full of the desireless desire, which Buddha says. Then I can be more in my moments and in my frequency to actually be where I need to be when I need to be there. And also it's not self-serving, because the ego comes into place as soon as we start having attachment. Mine. It should do it this way. It should be this way. I want this. I want that. So I have been trying to learn how not to be in that energy the more sadhu I get, even though I'm not a sadhu, because I don't want to put myself into attachments of any types of labels, titles. I'm learning to let go of names, peoples, places. It's just energy. I'm just living in energy. And I'm not planning. I don't really plan. I've never been a planner. Maybe my life is the way it is because it's so free, because I can't plan and I can't be in a cage, because for me, cages confine me and I can't be shackled. And a lot of people have been coming to me lately for interesting messages and all these things. And sometimes I have messages for people and sometimes I don't have messages. Sometimes I just want to be in the energy of just being. And sometimes I give people wild messages to go on their freedom, which they don't understand, and then they come back. Such as I met a very interesting character that we had a deep connection, and out of nowhere I said, my message for you is done. And he said, well, what do you mean? And I said, I've given you everything you need. And I knew it was because he was forming an attachment to me, that I had to allow him to see how he was within his space when I didn't exist like before, how he felt. And then he wrote me a message a couple of days later and he said to me, Camillia, like, why did you do this and where? I said, because I gave you this message, and I just told my father about this circumstance, because people try to hook people or attach people all the time. I want people to be free within their freedom, to come to me and to leave, and to also know what it's like to be in my absence, to not have me around, so that they understand why they are, where they are, and how the universe functions when people are in our lives and not in our lives, and also how it feels to be communicating with the invisible source of that person when you're not in direct communication. Do you know what I mean? Such as phones, texts, media. Because I'm really into telepathy, telepathic messages. My father and me have been doing this for eons, and we can actually message each other right on the spot through thought, and then randomly through the course of words down the road, we'll know that we were on the same frequency or line, or a message will come in at the exact same time out of nowhere when we were in silence, and all of a sudden we manifested such energy that it connected us. My mother has this also with me. My grandmother was born here in Tibet, so the mountains really call me. This source of energy pulls me. So here I am, exploring the universe, alone, but yet one with all consciousness. So I am so filled and content. I just feel so blissful. Sometimes people see me and they're like, I'll be with them and I'll just close my eyes and I just experience what is when I go within, and I just close my eyes and I take a couple minutes just to experience the world within without all the outer distractions of the universe. And now I've started to notice they message me and they're like, Camilla, I do the same thing as you. And I'm like, interesting. When we disconnect from what we see on the outside world, we can focus more what's on the internal world, which is the true source of being, which is connecting to the one within the watcher, who gets to actually truly experience everything. Because when you connect so deeply inside, you're able to actually disassociate from the outside world while still being in it, but at the same time connect to the true source and self of what lives within. So you can truly experience, instead of all these thoughts of more, or I'm missing out, or I'm not seeing everything, or my eyes see everything, or the eye perpetually wants more and more and more. We don't even know where the focus of our eyes are going when they're looking. Everyone's just so randomly looking everything for everything, trying to grab, you know. This isn't the true way. True meditation is just living within the breath and doing nothing. Just becoming the watcher. That's all we are. And when this body dies, I'll still be a watcher. Body is just a body. Like the Bhagavad Gita says, like Krishna says, we've come here 1,000,000 times and changed our garments, but the soul is eternal. It never dies. And on that note, next stop will be at the monasteries. Let's see how it goes in Nepal, what the universe brings. Have a blessed day. Oh my God, this is like so incredible. Look at all this artistry. Oh my God, I love Nepal. It's so beautiful. Wow. So I'm here at the monastery on the eclipse, which is pretty, you're getting it way too white. How come I'm not good at camera settings? Maybe that's just the way life is supposed to be. Maybe I wasn't supposed to, hi Buddha. Maybe I wasn't supposed to learn cameras just yet in life. Something else I have to perfect along with my mind. Wow.
You can use the ticket for 1 week. Yeah?
ठीक है.
Yeah. From here you can go inside the stupa also.
ठीक है.
Where are you from?
पंजाब.
Punjab.
मेरे डैडी पंजाब है गया.
Chandigarh.
नहीं शुक्रिया.
These are the incense.
किन्ने?
Incense. It's the rhododendron, juniper. We use this offering.
They're incense?
Yeah, incense.
How do you burn these?
We burn it in front of the stupa temples every morning.
How do you burn it though?
We burn it like we put it inside the small pot. Yeah?
Yeah.
And we burn it, you know. The smoke carries the good message of Buddha, peace and love all over the world.
Really?
Actually, for your kind information,
Yeah.
I do work here as a guide here. I'm the guide. I give information to the foreigners about this place.
ठीक है.
I will take you to the monk spring place, give it in monastery.
Oh my God, I love Nepal. Oh, I love this. This is my type of energy and universe and culture and wow. Wow. Sorry. Oh. Oh, wow. You're so